Soul to a journey full of twists and turns into the real estate sector, where our protagonist ventures following the lure of the local. With him and through the eyes of the journalist, we experience this journey of sleaze and money. And to talk about the theme of the book, we have a panel of eminent panelists, and it's my pleasure to introduce you all. Well, we have with us Mrs. Nalini Menon, who is a former editor of HTA Estates and also has been into the print media for the last 30 years. We also have with us Anju Kumar, an artist and veteran pottery designer who through her pottery and three-dimensional paintings that are creative, contemporary and unique has enthralled art lovers for the last 25 years. We welcome you, ma'am. And an honor, friends, to introduce you all to an internationally acclaimed tarot card reader, Reiki healer, color therapist, Feng Shui practitioner, crystal healer, Rudraksh consultant, and a specialist in the removal and balancing of evil eye energies. Gosh, the list is endless. And we have a wonderful God-gifted personality, Poonam Sethi, on our panel today. Welcome, ma'am. And for our next panelist friends, design does not stop at anything. It is happening every moment. In fact, it is a way of life. Yes, friends, a versatile interior and product designer with a unique sense of styling and who creates out of the box look and feel. It's great to have among us Poonam Kalra. Welcome, ma'am. Let's welcome all our panelists and so graciously agreed to be a part of our discussion today. And now, before we begin the discussion, I would like to invite Shalini Gupta of Zorba Publications to speak to us. Shalini.
Thank you, Vandana. Good evening to you all. I am from Zorba Publishers, the publishers of the downturn. I would just give you some interesting snippets about the publishing industry, and it is these snippets that a lot of publishers base their decision whether to publish or not to publish a book. You'd be surprised to know that India has the third largest publishing industry in the English language in the world. And I'm sure the first two you can guess, that is the US and the UK. In fact, every year approximately 1 lakh new titles are being published in India in 24 languages. Bulk of these books are either in Hindi or in the English language, and 1/4 are in English language, bulk of which are in the education sector. But that still leaves about hundreds, if not thousands of books new books being published every month. So that's a large number of books being published. So any new book is really competing against hundreds, if not thousands of new books that are coming out at the same time. So for a new book, it is very important that it needs to stand out, to be noticed by the reader. So the first thing is we got to get our book noticed before it is picked up and read by the public. The good thing about new authors is that the reader base in India is expanding exponentially, because the literacy is growing, and because literacy is growing, the readership is also growing. And also, Indian writers in English are being recognized abroad. Now, it is against this backdrop that a lot of publishers take up or reject any book for publishing. And of course, there are a lot of other factors as well. When the downturn came to us, there were a couple of factors that stood out. And one of them was Varun himself. And many of you may know that Varun has had a long stint in a leading newspaper of India. He has briefly been with the real estate industry and is now a communication expert with a corporate house. So a man of words, literally, figuratively, and he knows how to communicate. And that is very important for an author, whether he is communicating his story to you or he is communicating about his book to you. So communication is very important for an author. And the Downturn itself is based on a topic which is the real estate. And real estate is a very important topic. It has been important down the ages and it's still important for us. Because sometime in our lives we are thinking to either invest in the real estate or we are looking to buy a house. And it is a very large investment that we have to make. So we need to know more about the real estate industry before we can do that. And it is one of those very few books, fiction books, that have been written about the real estate industry. In fact, I don't know any book that has been written about the real estate industry. And also, because Varun has spent some time with the real estate industry, he has an insider's view of the real estate industry. In fact, when the book first came to us, I was very curious to know what is the insider's view of the real estate industry. And what I read in the book really kind of shocked and surprised me, as it did Varun as well. In fact, Varun initially was an outsider looking at the real estate industry while he was working for the newspaper. And when he jumped into the industry, it kind of shocked him. So, you know, it can shock a lot of us too. And I would go on to say the sector is so important that you know, major leading newspapers devote supplements to real estate, to property. That's how important they see the sector to be. And the good thing about the book doesn't just stop there. It goes on. It is very simple to read. It's succinct. It's got a lot of masala in it. And it's a page turner. In fact, by the time you read the last page, you want to read more. And you know, there are a lot of incidences in the book which a lot of us can identify with. Because when we are working, we have colleagues who are trying to undercut us at the drop of a hat. We have these, you know, some of the colleagues who are pets of seniors, and the perpetual competition that is there in the industry. So you can identify with a lot of incidences that are going on in the book. And you know, so there are a lot of positives to the book that made us to decide that we want to publish the book. In fact, when I was thinking about the Downturn, what came to my mind was Chetan Bhagat and Amish Tripathi. And I said Chetan Bhagat in his life felt very strongly about his life, a college life. And first book he wrote, 5 Point Someone, is about college life. And Amish Tripathi, as he was growing up, he heard a lot of mythological tales and he was quite impressed or taken in by Shiva. And that's what he wrote his first book about. In fact, you'll be surprised to know when he went to get his book published, publishers told him, sorry, Shiva is not going to work, mythology is not going to work, and you have to change the storyline, make it more lightly, love story kind of thing. But he said, no, sorry, this is what I want to write about and this is what I want to communicate about. And he went ahead and did that. So, and all these books, if you see, are very simply written. They are written out of a conviction about, you know, some things that they felt strongly about the writers. And they went on to become a success. In fact, if you see, Chetan Bhagat actually started a trend with a lot of authors to write about college life. And Amish Tripathi similarly started a trend too, to write about mythology. And I'm just wondering whether Varun here is also going to start a trend with people who are wanting to write about different sectors or different industries. And I will leave you with this thought and wish Varun and the Downturn great success. And we hope, like these two authors, this book also goes on to break records. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening to me.
Shalini, and thank you for comparing Varun's book to Chetan Bhagat and Amish Tripathi's book. It was quite an interesting comparison indeed, and we're quite